Yeah, it looks like we're actually doing it on time without technical difficulties this time.
Yeah, exactly. Yay, you're here.
Hello.
What's this?
Squash.
Someone
We have
wants an ale. Okay.
okay.
Ham, presumably. Okay, I'm just looking, seeing what we had going on.
Yeah, I'm just putting stuff away.
Okay.
Right, the green was a food chest, I think. Or was it just forage wood? I think it was also food. Yeah,
Hold on.
food.
Did we have any hay anywhere yet? No, we didn't. Okay.
We have a solo.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember how to use a silo.
Okay. Wait, let me quickly check the controls. How do I?
Oh, I forgot we had cows as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I sell cows. Controls.
No eggs though. Oh well. I must have not fed them yesterday or something. Because they're upset.
Uh. Ah. Ah. There we go.
Cow's happy at least.
Oh yeah, we started chickens. We got a cow.
Yeah, yeah.
I need water. Where's the water source?
I don't remember. Oh, it's... Is it over here? Yeah, it's
There's
here.
always a water source down here. There's always a water source down here.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go foraging, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just
Pick up all
watering.
the collectibles. Or forageables. Whatever they're called.
Forageables.
Forageables, yeah.
Looks like we've got some corn plants, actually. Mainly some squash, we've got some corn. Oh yeah, we got 3 chickens. Yeah, that's the barn we
We have
built. The
4
cow.
chickens.
Cow's name is Whopper. I forgot about that.
Oh, yes. Whopper, I forgot to.
We have 4 chickens.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
So we have Brolly, Lucky,
Clover, I think was one.
Clover,
Yeah.
yeah, and Snilbert.
Snillbert, what an
Oh
amazing
yeah, and
name.
we got the slime ring. We have the little slime tree that's growing.
Oh, yeah. I got a vegetable medley. That's cool.
Okay.
Yay. From one of the bins.
Uh,
Oh, there's a
wait,
collectible. A
doesn't
sweet
fish one.
pea. I found a sweet pea.
Oh right, we got access to this area. Okay, let me clear this out. Forgot we got an access to this.
I got a grape. It's the silver star quality thing.
But it's so weird being like an early game because like the last time I played Stardew, it was on my Xbox on mobile that I've had for years.
Oh, this is...
But I mean, here's the thing, I've been playing Stardew for years. I don't remember how long I've had the world, but it's at least been like 3 years since I got it.
Ah,
Since
okay.
I got it, I've had it for a long
Mm-hmm.
time, and I've done a ton of progress in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of weird just like being in this one and having to like clear out part of the farm that we recently locked. We
Mm.
locked it last session, pretty sure. We didn't fully
I
clear
think
it
we
out yet.
did, yeah. And I was just something behind that tree, or am I imagining things? I'm imagining things. Okay.
Yeah, I've got the second inventory slot. You still need to buy it though. I'm pretty sure.
No, I have 2 rows of items.
Oh yeah, 2 rows. Okay.
Hold on, which is the forageables? This is the forageables. There we go.
The green ones are pretty sure just food.
Yeah, it's food and just general... Yeah, just general
Yeah.
food, really. I'm gonna head down to the other farm thing.
Oh
The
yeah,
non-our farm.
the Marnie's one.
Yeah, yeah.
Marnie's ranch where you buy the animals.
Yeah, yeah. And get the forageables from there.
Yeah, on my main one, like in like the first year, I'd already gotten like a fully upgraded barn and coop and everything.
Oh,
So I'd already done like
jeez.
a ton more playthroughs.
Yeah, I
I did
haven't
some.
done many playthroughs.
I think I got a dino egg on that one as well,
I
not
have
too long
never
ago.
gotten a dino egg. To be fair, I haven't played this
I
game
know,
all
that
that
was my
much.
first. Yeah, that was my first dino egg. I'd been playing the game for years, and that was the first dino egg I'd ever gotten, and I was just so shook. But I have like a couple dinosaurs in that one.
Wow, jealous. Oh,
Yeah,
there's something.
if you get a dino egg, you have to Right, pretty sure now I can get some hay. There we go. I'm gonna do my little hay technique that I like to do to get more hay.
Okie dokie. Hi, Hat Mouse. I love Hat Mouse. So
Mm.
silly.
Wait, is that solo full? So if it is, then you can't get more hay. You have to take some hay out.
Yeah, I think it's full.
Okay then. Yeah, it's good to take some hay out the solo because at winter you can't really get any more unless you like buy it, and
Yeah.
it's just having to like buy more. So it's good to like stock up and have some in a
Mm-hmm.
chest. Okay.
Wait, there's the lady with the travelling van thingum. What's she
Oh,
have?
see what she's got. If she's
Uh,
got like something like tea, I think it is. Yeah.
she
Sulfur.
has rare seeds and a wedding ring
Rare
recipe.
seeds. We don't really need like rare seeds or anything like that.
No. She has a grape starter, poppy seeds, fried eel, oak resin, caviar.
Oh, have you filled up the hay things? Can I not get any hay out of it? Okay, you haven't filled up the cows one. Okay, I can extract hay.
Okay, that's good.
I'm just gonna take like 100 out.
Yeah, yeah. My cat has entered my room, which is good. Marley.
There we go, got 100 hay now. I'm gonna put that in a chest. So it's good to look kind of like stock up on it. Oh, we already had 83 in the chest as well. We've done this before, I guess.
Oh,
The hay out. Taking the hay out just in case. Yeah, I'm just gonna harvest some of this.
there's some of
Grass.
the weird worm things. There's a lost book and a dried starfish.
Okay.
Oh yeah, in this area, which I haven't actually unlocked on my main save before, with like the coral and stuff.
Yeah, I did that because that area's like got more forageables
It
usually.
has so many forageables, yeah.
Also, you actually need to unlock that area to get married in the game.
Yeah,
Because
that makes sense. I
cause,
guess.
when it's raining, the sky will appear, and if you've got like a fiance in game and your house is big enough, he'll give you an item which you use to marry the villagers.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
But he only appears in that little area on the top of it, so you have
Ah,
to have unlocked the area to get
okay,
married.
okay.
Unless you're marrying another player, you have to do that.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you're marrying another player, you need a prismatic shard.
Which is quite valuable, isn't it?
It's very rare, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's either wait till it rains and like find this dude. Have I already got? Oh no, I haven't got 100 dude. Or spend like one of those items. Actually, funny thing, on my main save, one time, I know I had a prismatic shard and it disappeared, and I don't know where it went.
Huh.
And then one day I go to the museum and I'm like, why is there a prismatic shard here? I know I didn't donate mine.
Maybe
That's
you.
so weird.
I don't know. Maybe you did?
I don't know, man. My prismatic shard teleported to the museum because I
Huh.
definitely didn't donate mine. So I was saving it because there's this one thing you can do in the desert where you can get like the most powerful sword in the game,
Oh, yeah, I
and I was
know that.
saving it for that. And then all of a sudden it's in the museum. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, jeez, it's already nearly the end of the day.
Yeah, all the animals are alright.
Uh,
Oh, the crickets are out. It's 8 p.m. and the crickets are around. It like suddenly became like really dark and the crickets started appearing.
yeah.
That was spooky.
Mhm.
It felt like an event was about to happen. Like I was about to get attacked by like a like ghoul or something. I don't think there are ghouls in this game. Though. I don't think there are ghouls in this game, but
No, I don't either. That'd be cool. I'll go to bed as well.
also, do you know that B&M's now has red velvet Oreos?
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, I've got some.
Neat.
They're amazing. You know, some people are like, "Oh, red velvet's just a mild chocolate flavor." It
Huh.
really isn't. It
No.
actually, one of the interesting things, it has vinegar in it. Red velvet does, and
Oh,
normal
okay.
chocolate cakes don't. That's one of the big differences. The vinegar, which gives it a very different smell and flavor.
Ah, there's a crow. There's like 4 chili pepper things there. I'll just dump everything I got into here.
My squash! Hit my squash! Hit my squash. There's a squash plant there. We're actually growing corn in real life. And tomatoes too.
Neat.
And the corn's for the chickens. The tomatoes, we've gotten like our first harvest from the plants. It's like a tenth of the total amount that it's growing. And there are so many.
Oh, jeez.
So what we're probably gonna have to do is we're probably gonna have to like give some to our neighbors and stuff. Which we do already do with like
Yeah.
a ton of
Found a chicken statue.
oh, a ton of tomatoes because there's no way you can eat more. Interesting as well. We're actually growing a sour tomato called a black opal tomato, and they're really nice. They're very
Oh.
tangy and they're quite tasty. And they're like a dark crimson color, and the inside's green. They're quite
Hmm.
nice. My favorite
Hmm.
kind of tomato.
Yeah, I don't tend to like tomato actually, but who knows? I could like that sort.
Do you have a milk pail?
Not on me, no.
Do we not have a thing to milk the cows, or is it in a
No,
strap?
I don't think we do.
Why?
We might, but
We need to buy. You telling me we had cows and we haven't been able to milk them this whole time?
apparently, yeah. I don't think it's fully grown yet, though, to be fair.
No, the cows fully grown.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
guess we
Trust me,
just
I know
didn't
what a
cut
fully
them.
grown cow looks like.
Okay. This is.
Wait, why are there summer squashes in here?
I don't
What is
know.
this doing? They go on the other chest.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
just click
let
the
me.
go into, like, merge stacks thing. That's what I click.
Oh wait, let me organize this a bit.
Okay. I
Let
just click
me
the merge stacks button whenever I put stuff away.
let
So.
me um just kind of organize this a bit. So I'll put the stuff that has like 3 different variants of it, and this one up here, and the other stuff I can put down the
Hi,
bottom.
Hat Mouse. I'm gonna say hi to Hat Mouse every single time I pass them. Every
Okay.
single time I pass them. Ooh, I found a spice berry.
Yeah, I'm just kind of sorting these out. I'm trying to organize them a bit.
Okay.
My organization method can sometimes be a bit weird when it comes to like the same items in different chests, but it's just my brain
Yeah, yeah.
working.
I get that, don't worry.
Oh yeah. So with the rows of freeze in there, and then here I've got the other stuff. Okay. We are cows an adult now, so
Okay.
we're gonna need to go to. Can you go to Marnie's and buy some milk pail so we
Uh,
can milk?
I am close to Marnie's. Should I just buy one?
Yeah. Yeah. We don't really need to.
Nah.
It's just that someone will have to like take over the milking. Oh my fern trees all big.
I don't think they're open yet.
No, they should be. They'll be open.
Well, she's not there.
Oh, that happens sometimes when she just isn't there. I wonder one day's good with orders. It's
Oh
really
well.
nice.
You can get it another time, I guess.
Hmm.
Oh, there's a forageable. Another sweet pea.
I got my new glasses yesterday, and I honestly think they need readjusting because I think they're a
Oof.
bit tight.
Mm.
Specifically on the left side, it's like my head keeps hurting with the glasses on. I think they're just like on that side specifically. I think they're just too tight.
Oof.
So
Hopefully
I'm
you
gonna
can
have to
get those
go.
sorted soon.
Yeah, yeah. They did say when I got on, like, oh, if you need it readjusting any time later on, just come and ask us.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna have to ask my parents to get them readjusted because it's
Okay.
really hurting.
Oof.
It's
Okay.
annoying 'cause I need to wear these glasses. I think I'm just gonna go put my old ones on for now.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's probably a good idea.
because this is actually really hurting my head.
Yeah.
And I have my old ones still. So let me put a. Okay, there we go. Here's the thing, my two glasses look the same, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
tell my
okay.
parents to wear my old ones. They got the same frame. It's a really nice frame. Yeah, I'm gonna
Mhm.
have to tell my parents I'm gonna need the other ones adjusted and wearing my
Mhm.
old ones because it's hurting my head. I mean, these
Okay.
ones also, if I wear them for too long, if I'm up for way too long and I'm wearing them, it can also hurt a tad bit, but they're definitely looser than the other ones. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go get this readjusted.
Mhm. Okay, I've collected all the forageables that I could find. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't check the beach yet, actually. Hold on.
I'm actually heading to the beach.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's what
You
I'll,
do you want to
because
check the beach then?
I'm gonna go fishing there.
Okay. You check on the beach then.
Yeah.
Have you sorted the chickens yet?
Yeah, I've grabbed the things. I don't know if I pet them, but I've grabbed the things.
I think you pet them, yeah. Did you pet the cow? You did. Whopper. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, the vine tree thing is fully grown from the looks of it.
Oh no, my fern tree. I think I don't know if it can like spread out like a fern or not.
I don't know either.
But I got it from the rain, and I thought it would look cool in the area.
Yeah. What should I do now?
I mean, you could do like some fishing, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Is there
Sure.
nothing down here? There's actually nothing. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to steal from the ocean then.
Where should I put the vegetable medley that I found?
Put it in the bottom green chest.
The bottom green chest.
The one lower down. The one lower down in the row, not the column.
Okay. I'll hold on to the chicken statue, I guess. I'll come and fish at the beach too, I suppose. Oh, there's a woodpecker. That's cute. There's this game that's come out and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's a little just mobile game, so it's nothing crazy or anything. But you know games like My Talking Tom, yeah, the style of those games.
Yeah.
It's inspired by those with the style, except it's with a character that canonically does not talk, so it's just called My Teardrop. Not My Talking Teardrop, just My Teardrop. I love that. You just look after her. It's very sweet and wholesome. I assume, yeah, you've already foraged her.
I'm not fat. There was nothing. I already said
Oh,
that.
I didn't hear you say that. I must have just not been listening enough. I guess.
Is there no fish out here? Why did I turn that way?
Oh boy, it's been a while and I missed my first one.
God, there is no fish.
Yes, I got something. Halibut. And I've got some new ideas to sleep on. Yay.
You got a fish?
Yeah.
I haven't even hit one yet. Alright, well I'm heading back to base because it's it. But you should really get the Planet Crafter. From what I know, there's a new update coming out. Which will add more creatures.
Oh, okay. Maybe. I'm thinking
It's
that
really good.
I'll wait for it
Here's,
to go
here's
on
the thing.
offer, because I don't think it's on offer at the moment. So I'll wait for
I
it
don't know. I have no way of knowing. I own the game.
to...
I
Yeah.
bought it when it was on offer.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye
I
out.
think one of the reasons I bought it is because you had wishlisted it,
Oh,
and somehow you
yeah.
didn't realize it was on offer.
Yeah, I don't know how
I'm
I
like,
didn't notice.
I'm like, Jazz wants this. You can play it with 10 people. And it's really good. Because, like, you don't have any, like monsters attacking you or animals attacking you.
Is
The
it the
animals
thing
are
with the
friendly.
weird genetic creatures that you showed me? Like you mixed up
Yeah.
things? Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, and they're adding, like, more creatures in as well.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
But I can actually, me,
I think
me
it'll
and
probably be
Goals
a
game.
mostly off-stream game though. Just a chill game. Could
Well,
do
I mean,
one that is on stream, but...
you can definitely play on stream. Let me have a look at the. Yeah, a new free update is coming in a few weeks. It's released sometime in September, but we won't say too much about it yet. It's a sneak peek, so you'll know what's going to be about. Yes, they'll add vehicles and new animals. There's
Ooh,
because
that's
there's
gonna be
actually
cool.
because there's an image that's like a sneak peek, and you've got some like cattle looking stuff and a car.
I'm level 2 fishing.
Cool. Yeah, there's some like crazy stuff going on. Yeah, there's some new stuff going on there. So.
Oh, some of the things have grown. Oh no, that's gonna be...
My squash.
to be in. Where do I put seaweed?
Seaweed goes in the first chest.
Okay, thank you.
Because it's a resource. We use it to make fish ponds.
Okie dokie. And where shall my fish go? Is this... This is fish. Put my
That's
fish in
fish.
the fish bit, yeah.
Yes.
Are you... Do you want to sort the chickens, or shall I sort it?
You can do it.
Okay.
I'm going to go fishing.
Okie dokie. Makes sense. It is raining, and that'll get you some good stuff, won't it?
Ah, I
I
know
got...
there's some types of fish that you can only get when it's raining. It is thundering though, so. Yeah. Just gonna grab this one.
Oh, we got a gold large like a gold quality large brown egg and large white
Yes, you
egg.
can get a golden chicken at some point near the end of the game.
Yeah, which is why I'm satisfying gold star.
Yeah, I still actually, I've been, here's the thing, one of the reasons I got it on PC, Stardew Valley, was so I could mod it, and I haven't gotten around to modding it yet.
Oh well. Shall I? I'll go resource gathering. Well, the
Like,
forageables
it's
gathering.
like, I wanted to get it so that I could get, like, mods for, like, new animals and stuff, and maybe, like, bigger farm, for example, and other stuff like that, and just, like, useful stuff. And I haven't gotten around to it yet, because, like, the modding process is more, complex. Because, like, on Minecraft, it's really easy for me, because I use CurseForge, so it's, like, a
Oh
big
yeah, I
modding
have that as
site.
well.
Yeah, it's full of mod packs. So there is a Stardew one, but it sucks. It's way worse.
Oof.
And it's like there's actually a better way to mod it, but you get a ton more stuff, but it's
God, the
like
lightning.
more. Yeah, it's a bit more complex. That's actually quite odd that you hear it at the same time it flashes. That's not normal.
Yeah, that's not accurate.
Like,
What
so,
is
like
that
does
womp
someone
womp? What was that
does someone
womp
have a
noise?
does someone have a lightning rod around here?
I don't think
Maybe
so.
the wizard has a lightning rod. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
honestly, that'd be the kind of thing he'd have. I can imagine
Fish,
that. You got a fish? Yay!
fish.
What fish?
It's a red snapper.
Woo.
Why? Depending, why sometimes after I pick up a fish do I turn around?
I have no idea. Oh, so helpful, I know.
That's the worst time I use the mouse. I think what it is I'll click like above my character instead of below it, and so it'll turn that way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Oh wait,
that's
hold
it.
on. She might be open. I'll go look.
You know, check Marnie, see if you can get a milk pail so we can
Yes,
milk
she's
the
here.
cow. Okay, buy a milk
Milk
pail
pail.
because we'll want to milk the cow. Oh yeah.
I have bought a milk pail.
Go do the milking.
I will when I've looped back to the farm.
Yeah. So you know one of the interesting things? Humans originally were like lactose intolerant because like when you're a baby obviously you're not because you need to drink your mother's milk.
Yeah,
But like when they got older they'd be lactose intolerant. And the thing is, we actually became tolerant to lactose because a lot of European people especially what would happen is they'd be like in summer and stuff, what you sometimes get is you get like famines or droughts. And so the only thing you'd have would be like a cow's milk
oh yeah.
because like it's because like the animal would be producing milk and it would be like the only thing you'd have that you could use. And although
Hmm.
they get terrible stomach aches from it, it'd be better than dying. And so slowly they kind of just built up a tolerance to lactose. And the people who weren't like reeling after drinking this stuff obviously had a better chance of surviving.
Yeah.
So
So we just
lactose
evolved for some of
tolerance.
us to
Yeah,
be
it is. So it
tolerant to.
evolved in the areas where people were
Hello,
actually
sir.
needing to
Old,
take it to live.
old
Lactatia.
mariner.
Coming up, babe. Yeah, so it
Ooh.
evolved in the areas where people needed to have it.
Neat.
And some people found out they could make stuff like cheese. And so it
Yeah.
started to spread. And so you get more people who are tolerant.
Yeah. Us lactose tolerant, not intolerant, us lactose tolerant folks are freaks.
I mean, kind of. I mean, here's the thing. It's just a case of survival. I
I
mean, we became
suppose, yeah.
omnivores.
But
I mean,
we're the
humans
weird
became
ones.
omnivores.
We're the
I
weird
mean,
ones in the situation.
people with blue eyes are mutated, technically. Well,
Oh,
white
yo, I'm
skin
double
too. I
mutated.
mean,
Let's go.
everything, like literally everything that we have, other than like, 'cause, like, I mean, every living thing is a mutated creature. Like the
I
only thing that's not
suppose, yeah.
mutated is like the first life form
Like
to ever
horseshoe crabs.
exist.
They haven't changed in millions of years.
They're still mutated. The only
I
thing that like
suppose,
wouldn't
but I imagine
technically be
they're
a
the
mutant.
least.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The only thing that would technically wouldn't be a mutant would be the Luca, which is an acronym for the last universal common ancestor, which is basically the first life form that everything else descended from.
Oh,
And
okay.
even then, it was made from a chemical reaction, so like weird chemistry stuff happening. So even then, that one's weird.
We're some
Life
9 year
is
old
life is
science experiment. Let's go.
life is a very strange conundrum.
Indeed. I
Like
like that we're playing a silly
everything
farming
in
game
life.
and we're contemplating life. This is a wonderful conversation.
This is the kind of thing I like to do. I like to look at like some things. It's like you don't get it until you look at it from a certain perspective, and you're like, oh yeah, that definitely makes sense now. Um,
Yeah,
like for example, humans have very large breasts naturally, which is very strange for a creature. And it
yeah.
actually turns out there is a lot of complex, like natural selection stuff that goes into it. The same with our lips. We have like very large red lips, and the thing that with that is both of them is just survival because with the lips, a lot of animals will actually have stuff like some birds will have areas of the body that will be like bright colors to attract a mate, and with large
Like
and with more lips,
the first thing that came to mind there is I'm not going to say its full name, but the blue-footed something. So I don't know how Twitch feels about that word, and I'm just going to be
yeah,
careful. The blue-footed
well,
bird.
yeah, but like some creatures. like, because here's the thing with humans, with our lips, they're only bright red when we're in good health. So it's an indicator of health from a human. So of course, humans with bright lips would be more attractive, which is why we're able to have large, bright lips. And another thing as well, with the breast, the interesting thing is that they're mainly made out of fat.
Yeah, which
And
is
so, if you have large,
inconvenient.
yeah, but here's the thing: if you have large breasts, that means you eat plenty, which means you're healthy. However, the
I
large
suppose.
breasts also make it harder to do things like hunt. So what you have is it's harder to keep up the large breast. So the larger breasts they have, the more likely they are to for their young to survive because
This
they're
is
so
the
good at
strangest
surviving. They're able
conversation
to
I've had in
keep
a
a
long time.
handicap. They're able to keep their handicap. That's interesting. A lot of animals actually have handicaps. Like a stalk-eyed fly, for example. The only reason they have eyes on stalks is because it's a representation of how um healthy they are. Because the longer their stalks are, the more energy you put into it. And so the ones that have the longer stalks, that means they're able to
I got a
get more
milk.
energy.
I got a
So they're
milk.
more attractive because it means they have a higher chance of surviving. It's just an
I
interesting thing.
guess, yeah.
A lot of animals, like here's the thing, and if an animal has a handicap, it's because it makes it more attractive
And
to
why am I getting pinged so much
other
on
members
Discord?
of the
What?
animal.
Who's pinging me?
I don't know, man. I'm just talking about like strange human features from a scientific and evolutionary perspective. It's like
It's
sort
not
of
any.
things like
It's not an important
like
conversation. We're good.
you hear like a stereotype of like, oh, guys want women with large breasts, and it didn't never made sense to me before until I looked at it from that scientific perspective, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense because from a scientific and like natural perspective, if you're looking at creatures in the wild, that would be more attractive because it's a sign
I
that
guess,
a
yeah.
creature is. Because if a creature's able to survive with a handicap,
Where
then
do I
they're going
put
to be more attractive
milk?
because they're better at
Where do I
surviving.
put milk?
Just put it in the food chest.
Okay.
I mean, it's just the case of looking at it from the right perspective. Like you might be like, what on earth? My
Yeah,
brain,
I
this
am
makes
like,
sense
what on
because
earth? Yeah.
because I like to look at things a lot from like an evolutionary perspective. I love
Yeah.
like
I'm very
ancient
intrigued by
creatures.
evolution and
Yeah, I love like
genes and
ancient
stuff.
creatures and how they evolve and stuff, and
I
it really interests me.
This is
Um,
one of the many reasons why I love isopods, because they've barely changed.
yeah,
They just decided to get out of the water and shrink. Like,
yeah.
and I
I
love
mean,
them for
actually, as
that.
well, recently, there's this game I have on my console called Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey, where you evolve from large apes to like almost humans. You go to I think it's was the one known as the Turkana boy. You go through different human ancestors and end at like one of the more human-looking ones. So you go
Oh,
from
okay.
ape to humans. I think it was Homo Gaster. It was called the one where the game ends. And you start off in the missing links, which is like we don't have. Which basically is them saying it's an ape we haven't found yet. Then you move to Sahelanthropus sudensis, which is the oldest known human ancestor. I think it's between humans and baboons. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Um, and that one's really interesting. And we've only found one individual, which is the holotype. And the holotype is the representation, is the individual that represents like the whole species and what they're kind of meant to look like overall, with like their bone structure. And the
Hmm.
holotypes will always have like skulls because it's like the key feature. And they call them termite, and I'll get into that in a moment. Um, but the Sahelanthropus sudensis, um, with him, they found, and I'll go for the name first. Sahelanthropus sudensis. So Sahel is because it was found in the Sahel region of Africa, and it was actually found on a lake bed as well. Anthropus because anthrop is the Greek word for man or human, and
Yeah,
Tudensis because it was found in
anthropology, the
Chad.
study of
Yeah,
humans.
yeah, and Tudensis because it was found in Chad. And funny thing,
I
like
love
that
that there's a place called Chad. It's
the leader
amazing.
of the excavation team as well actually joked with the president, like the official, like the president or something of Chad, that the ancestor of humanity was Chadian. We are all descended from a Chadian, and I
We're
just
all
love that.
Chads. Scientifically
Yeah.
speaking, we're all Chads. It's beautiful.
Why put that in there? You're ruining my organization, Jasmine.
I put them where you told me to.
Yeah, but the uh, oh. But yeah. So I was on a dry lake bed in Chad, they found a skull and a leg bone. And the skull, it was fragmented, but it's really complete. It's actually a really nice skull. Um, of Sahelanthropus sinensis. And it's quite interesting because we learned a lot from it.
Okay,
And
cool.
the name, they named him Tomai, which is actually, it means hope of life. And it's a name used by there's like a certain culture of people who live in that region,
Mhm.
and they'll give that name to children who are born at the start of the dry season because that's where you tend to have the highest infant mortality rate.
Oh, cool.
Sadly, and
Not the
so
infant
they
mortality rate thing, but the
yeah,
fact
so
itself.
they name them they name them Hope of Life because obviously they want them to live. And it's actually quite interesting that they named the ancestor of humanity a name that means hope of life.
Yeah.
Because clearly they were successful. I mean, I don't know if that individual was, but the species definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember all of the different ones you go through in the game, but you go from missing links with like H and A. The Sahelanthropus sinensis, which is the oldest one, and they lived about 7 million years ago. What was it 700,000? Oh,
They
yeah,
lived a
seven
while
million.
back.
7 million. Yeah, 7 million. Yeah, and then you will move to. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm very close to getting there in the game. Auroran Tugenensis, which is like the next one forward, and then you'll go through a few others. I know one of them is Australopithecus ramidus. I don't remember what the other two are, and you end at Homo agesta. And you can actually also, funny thing, based on certain things, so you have evolutionary feats, and depending on how many children are, when you do an evolution leap to like past on time, you can actually evolve faster than science. It's really interesting.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Um, Jazz.
Yes.
Pardon?
Did, did, did you say my name? I did not.
Dad's joking with me.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
anyway, but yeah, you can move. But yeah, you go through a ton of them. You get to the last one. Homo Gesta.
Oh, neat.
And actually, funny thing, like I think with all of them, there's only like one individual, or like at least like one holotype. Um, and funny thing, the name actually tells you the name of the holotype for it as well. So you start with like Tomai, and it'll tell you all the like the holotype for the like I know there's one called Ardy and one called Lucy. I don't remember which one was for the Ramidus one. The Homo Gesta, the one that's for that is actually called the Turkana boy. And so you end at that one. And you can't actually play as that one because that's where the game ends.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like you can actually evolve faster than science in it. Depending on like your evolutionary feats and stuff. And it's just really interesting to think, like, how fast can you evolve? And also, you do change into different ones at like the wrong place. Like for Sahelanthropus sudensis, you change to them at like 8,000 8,200,000 years ago. You start 10 million. You change to that one at like 8,200,000 years ago,
Okay, yeah.
or 2,000, I think. And it's kind of like 'cause they do it so you can actually evolve faster than science would suggest as well, and it's really interesting. And like the births you have like add to your total amount of years, so you can jump on the deaths removed from it. It's really interesting
Oh, okay.
how the gameplay
Yeah.
works, and it is really fun. Sadly, it's only single player, so we'd never been
Yeah.
play
Oh
together.
well.
But it is actually like a really good game. It's also you're meant to actually play it on controller. It is like recommended for controller and stuff.
Yo,
Yeah, I
that's good
bought it when
then.
it was on offer on Xbox because I'd seen a couple of videos of it, and both the guys who played it were being idiotic. Because his thing in the game, at least early game, before you get like some combat abilities, you're meant to stay in the trees and traverse the trees, which are safest,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
or because on the ground it's for the predator stuff. Also, interesting thing in the game, which I accidentally found out recently, and I hadn't realized this was happening until I read about it on a page because I was looking at one of the animals. Um, So I like the first oasis you get. The Hidden Waterfall Oasis is called because each settlement is at an oasis. At
Mhm.
that one, it's completely safe there. You don't get any predators up there.
Mhm.
Which is really good. At any other oasis, you can get a creature. You can basically what can happen is you can get attacked at randomly at any time by a creature known as the Stalker Cat. So there's a type of saber tooth. It's not actually a similar Don. I forgot what they called it in the game. but it's like it's a saber-toothed like, big cat creature, and
Right.
they call it the stalker cat. And so they can randomly. It's actually happened a couple times to me, and I didn't realize what was happening
Oh.
until because I was on like the edge of my settlement, like just out my settlement when it happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, what happens is you can randomly get attacked by the stalker cat, except for when you're in the hidden waterfall oasis, because that one isn't accessible from the ground. All the others are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, so basically, once you do like your first evolution leap, you will get hunted by predators relentlessly.
Oof.
There was also in one oasis, which is like I've been through like a few different oases now. The one oasis I was at, which was the worst one, I hated it. It was my least favorite oasis. I didn't get attacked there, but right near it, there was a rock python, which is an incredibly giant snake, and
Mhm.
I named him Boulder. And he'll occasionally serve really close to the settlement, and it's just and I hate him, and I want to kill him one day,
He just wants
but
to
I'm
be a
not at that.
friend. Maybe bite
Oh
a
no,
few heads off, but he wants to be a
he
friend.
no, he wants to eat me.
He
Trust me,
just
Jasmine.
That's just
I
his form
know.
of love.
I mean, you can steal his children and eat them.
Oh, okay then.
He does have a nest, so you can steal his eggs. But yeah,
Dang.
and but it's my least favorite settlement, so because there was just terrible stuff there. Like I'm at a different one now. I'm at the current one. I'm at is the like Twin Waterfall one, I think it's called. Basically, there's like the settlement is in between two big rivers that kind of separate it,
Mhm.
and that one's really nice. And another funny thing about the game, because like part of the gameplay is you have to advance like your brain capacity, and you'll get new abilities. Your skill tree is your neuronal tree. And what will happen with the game is you'll have these neurons, and they'll be like little balls, and you'll have to gain neuronal energy by doing certain things around babies. You have to have children in the game around you to gain neuronal energy. And what happens is you'll have to do certain things, like for one of the things like bipedalism. What you can actually do is you can I'm fully bipedal now in the game, which actually kind of sucks because I'm really slow now. You're way slower when you're bipedal than when you're on all fours, sadly. But to become bipedal, you have to like, because what you can do is you can stand up and walk like a couple meters. At least you unlock that after walking long enough. And what you actually do to get bipedal is so you'll have like an ability at some point in the game where you can stand up and walk like a couple meters before you have to like go back on all fours again. And you can keep standing up and trying to walk, and it'll train your body to be able to stand up. And what happens to the neurons is first you have to unlock the availability of the neuron. Then you have to actually do a type of thing based on what it's saying. Like it'll be like, oh, the ability to stand on two legs can improve as like a hint. And so you have to kind of stand up and walk a bit more. And you will train the
I need to
neuron.
mute this group chat because I'm getting spammed.
Yeah, and
Only mentions.
you can train the neuron. What you do to train it by doing a certain action multiple times. And then you'll unlock it to be able to be initiated. So you can initiate, so you get a full description. And then you actually have to use your neural energy to connect the neurons together to be able to use it.
Ah,
And then,
okay.
when you pass a generation, depending on how many children you have, you can reinforce a certain amount of neurons. So then you have to reinforce the neuron so that you have it basically be stronger. And so you don't lose your neuron, so that you don't have to reinitiate it afterwards. I think actually, yeah, you have to reconnect it basically. So depending on
Okay.
how much children you have, can then learn the neuron. And there's also mutations where um when you do an evolution leap, which will take you to like a new settlement stuff, any mutations you have in adults and elders will be kept, and then you can actually use them to advance certain traits. Because certain traits you need mutations to advance, like bipedalism
Okay.
and
Yeah.
being an omnivorous. It sounds complex, but when you play the
It
game,
does.
like
Yeah.
yeah, it is kind of confusing at first, definitely. Once you play the game a bit, it becomes actually really easy to understand and
Yeah.
like
A
do
lot
it.
of games are like that.
Yeah,
To be fair.
I think about like close to 7 million years. You start at 10 million, you have to get down to like a certain point. I think you have to get down to like 1 million years ago. But I
Okay.
could at some point go on the wiki and just take a look while we're doing this to kind of
Hmm.
give you some better information.
Okay, I don't know. You can if you wanna. I don't mind. You on your way back as well? Oh, yep. You are back. Not on your way back. You are just straight up back.
I was fishing in the river. I didn't get any fish.
I
Well,
found one
I was
fish.
also more concentrated on talking though.
Yeah, understandable though.
Yeah, it's all quite interesting. I do like. Also, it is quite interesting. It's also quite nice. It's like some games you can play like,
Ooh,
oh,
I
but
got
you
level
can
4 farming.
actually.
Neat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you can like go through like the ages of like human civilization and like there's also like there's even Minecraft mods that do this. Where you'll go through like different ages of human advancement
We got some
to
pot peppers, by the way.
cool. To like evolve. I've never seen a game that actually goes through evolving to be a human instead of evolving to be a more advanced human. It's quite interesting concept, and it's one that you don't see. And like, I feel the game, like it is still like being updated and everything. The game is, but I
Hmm.
feel like the game does do a pretty interesting. Like, I feel it does do a fairly good job of it. And like, there's different biomes you can go to and everything. It's very nice. It's certainly quite interesting.
Hmm.
And it's a cool concept, definitely. The different areas and the creatures that you can encounter that will
Yeah, we got a silver
attack
quality
you.
milk today, by the way.
Cool. But I quite like it, and I quite like the concept because it's something you don't see. Like you see advancing human
Oh, we got
civilization, you never
the
see advancing the species.
we got a purple quality large egg.
Yeah, that was already in there.
No, we got a new one. I mean,
Oh, you got a new one. Okay,
where do I put seashells?
in the fishing chest.
Okay. I just wanted to check, as not to
Yeah,
make myself look dumb.
it is quite quite interesting the gameplay of it and everything. And it's just I mean I've said this before. It's just like a concept that you don't tend to see, which makes it
Yeah.
even nicer.
Mm.
And in fact, if I open up, I can check which ones you go through. Which evolutions you go through in the game. I know you stop the missing links, but it's like, obviously it's like the thing. That wasn't what I want. Uh,
I'm going through all the rubbish at the moment.
evolution. Uh, where's the page for it?
There's a sign with a little weird funky balloon pointing over to the side.
Evolution. Uh, there we are. Here's the different things. So you start at 10 million years ago with the missing links, which is basically like apes. Um, okay, so and then you can move. So these aren't actually accurate to when these creatures actually did live. Um, when these types did live, because you can evolve faster than science, so they'll make you change faster than science would be. So I know
Mm.
as you change to the Sahelanthropus at 9,000,001,000 years ago, when in actuality it would have been at about 7 million years ago, which is when you do aurora intrusion. So you start with Sahelanthropus, which is Tomai, which I've been talking about because I know a lot about that one. I actually knew about that. Play the game. And you go to Aurora Tugenensis, which is known as the Millennium Man, the holotype for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then you get Ardipithecus ramidus, which is Ardi. Then you get Australopithecus afarensis, which is Lucy. Then you get Australopithecus africanus, because there's different kinds, which is the Tong child. And then you end with Homo ergaster, which is the Turkana boy. And you can't actually
Cool.
play as that one because it's the end species, and I'm also pretty sure you can't climb trees. That's also interesting thing. They all have their own like, um,
Different abilities.
they all have that's like a special picture when you evolve into them. that are shown for all of them, which is quite interesting.
Hmm. Hmm. I played VR chat for 5 hours straight yesterday.
I mean, cool. I mean, I play for a lot of time in a day.
Fair, fair. I drew a bunch of, I drew bots quite a lot because I really like the character bot. I was wearing a bot outfit, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they have a skull and a femur, and the skull shows ape and human-like features, and the femur that they found was actually analysed, and it was not a bipedal animal, Sahelanthropus. So the thing with Sahelanthropus is they would have moved on four legs, but in their skull, the spinal cord would have come out at the bottom instead of at the back, like most animals.
Huh.
So they're actually, you actually see from the skull and the leg bone, they weren't bipedal, but based from the leg bone, based on the skull, they were starting to become bipedal because the skull's position was that
Ah.
spot where you wouldn't get it. Because if an animal moves on four legs, the spinal cord would attach at the back of the skull, so the head would be forward. But Sahelanthropus, because it's at the bottom of the skull instead, that means it's a bipedal animal like us. But it isn't bipedal because of leg bone, which means they're starting to
Mm.
evolve. Which is actually it's quite an interesting thing to see.
It is, yeah.
Um, with the Sahelanthropus, they they are kind of a good sign, and they're like one of, if not the
Oh,
oldest.
there's a rainbow shell. It's pretty.
Oh, cool. And yeah, they're one of, if not the oldest human ancestor that we know of. From what I know. But yeah, they are actually a good sign. And I'm pretty sure they are between. But let me go on Wikipedia. 'Cause in fact, I know how to spell the name because they're my favorite human ancestor.
Weird way of saying favourite relative, but okay.
I mean, this
Just
is my
imagine
favorite
calling,
human
like,
ancestor.
your parent that. You're my favourite human ancestor.
Yeah, but this is an actual human ancestor,
I
and it's the one
suppose, I
I.
suppose.
I mean, I've memorized the name of the thing, the individual, the meanings behind the stuff. I feel like most people wouldn't do that for human ancestors. Like Hereditaries and Ents, all I know is that it's like the second one. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
know. Yeah.
More knowledge about them than I will probably retain. I really gotta continue animating Cap at some point. There's still a lot more that I need to do. I think I'm like around halfway done with scene amounts. But I've done all the exciting scenes and that's just kind of boring ones. Like them walking around and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to say that because I also did some of the script, so I'm
Okay.
insulting myself there.
Yeah. So about 7 million years ago, so I was right about.
Oh,
Um.
there's a couple books I found. Welcome back, Marley. My cat's back.
Yeah. If you need me to go to sleep in the game, then I will. I'm looking at this wiki because I love these guys. I do like evolution and stuff. And it's interesting to see. One of the things about as well about human evolution is that some human ancestors that we found, we don't know if they're direct ancestors or they're like cousin species
Hmm.
to a human ancestor. That's actually one of the things with like some human ancestors. There's a lot of debate going on about where human ancestors are on the timeline. Like we'll know how old, like how far back they will be, but we won't know how they are in relation to modern day humans. Whether they were a direct ancestor, or like a cousin to a direct ancestor.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously there wasn't just humans. It's not like there was one straight line to humans. You get a lot of split off species.
Yeah.
Um, there was one Homo naledi was one that actually lived at the same time as early human Homo sapiens, and they were taller, with like thinner limbs. And it's actually also I don't know if it's like official theory or not, but in my personal opinion, that's the reason why we have the well, like anything that looks human, but you tell is off. And that's the thing with the uncanny valley. It's weird that we have this thing in our brain where we'll look at something and it'll look human, but we'll be able to tell when it's off. And it's probably
Yeah.
because we lived with other human ancestors who would have been other hominids who would have been a threat to
I
us.
found a bullhead.
Because if you cool, because if you have like two separate kinds of hominids, like two separate species, and they're in the same area, they're gonna compete, and they'll look similar. And like I actually saw it. It was on a nature show where they actually were talking about the cave that the fossils found in, and it was actually a burial site as well. And they found like a ton of different skeletons of
We've got a
individuals up
perfect
there.
bullhead, but it's still just a regular quality. Dang it. Okay. I'm on my way back
And
now.
like, and
Oh,
they
but
were
there's a
talking
bubble.
about
No, there's a bubble spot, but I will not be tempted.
um, bit of familiarity. Like I've seen like the recreation they did for it in the show. It is terrifying. It looks like it's like you're looking at an alien,
Hmm.
but it's
Yeah,
your
there's
like
theories.
distant cousin.
Yeah, there's theories out there that the reason blah 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 because aliens, like the whole
Yeah, yeah, but here's
uncanny
the
valley.
thing. Here's the thing with the Uncanny Valley. It's likely that it's just because Homo naledi lived at the same time as early Homo sapiens. The species had become Homo sapiens by the time Homo naledi was. We did have some crossover with them, and from the fossils that they found, because they found a ton of different skeletons in a burial site in a cave, and so the thing with that is that you get and
Well, some things have
you
grown.
get. This thing with the holiday, like I said, they're much taller with longer but thinner limbs. And so if you looked at them, like at the same evolution point, they do look very human, but you can tell that they're also very different to
Hmm.
humans. And that could be the point where, because at that same time, if you have Homo sapiens and other related like other species that are close related but are different. Since they're different species, they're going to be competing for resources and food. And if you end up getting your own species confused with another species that looks very similar to you, that could then outcompete you because you don't realize that they're different, that could be a problem because in life you'd want your own species to survive, not another species.
Yeah.
And that's probably why the Uncanny Valley is a thing because we saw a lot of other in our early ancestry, we saw a lot of other species that looked very similar to us, but they weren't. So being able to tell the difference between that is really important.
Hmm.
Which is why we have such a good ability to tell when there's something off with a face. Which on a
Well, at least
face,
some of us
we will
do.
know when there's something off. I mean, here's like you can like people you can see stuff like that. Like you'll be shown some things, and sometimes you can just tell when something's off. And when something looks human, or at least like vaguely human, but you know it's not. You just know it's not. I mean, this is like a common thing. I actually had some experiments with faces where they'll do stuff like they'll make a mirror face, where they'll mirror like one side of the face and stuff, and it's so just freaky whenever you see a mirror face like that. Where like they'll take an image of a face, slice it in half, and mirror it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
it's
freaky.
uncanny. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
and it's
think
because of our uncanny valley
MatPat
because
did a
you
theory
know
on
it's
that at
wrong.
one point.
Yeah, yeah, that was actually one of the big things I started from, and it's just like, and it's very likely that it's like people
Oh,
think,
there's a
feel like no,
notification
here's the
noise.
like, one of the weird things is that some people are like, oh, this is because of aliens. It's like,
Sil,
no,
what was it?
we have
Sylvie
evidence that it's
something.
not.
Sylvie Malia, thank you for the follow. I don't know if my notifications are working properly. I don't know if you've been chatting in the chat. No, you haven't. Okay. But thank you for the follow.
Yeah, so they actually have a little timeline of
Uh, you good there?
what.
You just stopped talking.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking. There's a little hominin timeline, which is like Can't Love Human Evolution that's on this page, and I'm just looking at it.
Okay then.
Okay, apparently currently the chimpanzee split is earlier than Sahelanthropus. Apparently.
Mhm.
But yeah, Termite is like a very it's really interesting, definitely. Um
Hey streamer, loving the vibes. Just followed and would
okay.
love to support your channel. Add me on Discord. I don't think I'm comfortable with adding people on Discord at the moment, but thank you for the support. I do have a public Discord if you want to join that instead, but yeah. Thank you. Sorry, continue, Violet, if you were in the middle of saying something.
I'm just reading at the moment.
Okay.
There's something because there's a lot of like science terms here and I just kinda know what it means. Yeah, so Uncanny Valley is because in fact actually the show I saw for it is on Netflix as well. It's called Unknown Cave of Bones, where they talk about the cave that it was found in. And it's actually quite interesting. Because it's a burial site for them, for starters,
Mhm.
this cave. Which is actually I'm pretty sure like one of the oldest burial site we know of, and it's not from a human. It's not from a human ancestor. It's not from a human. It's not from a Homo sapien. It's from Homo naledi, which although they did have some overlap with Homo sapiens, they were not humans. They were kind of like a cousin species because they weren't direct ancestors. They were a cousin, so they split off from a common ancestor.
People keep noticing me digging. I don't care. Oh yeah, we're at 80 followers. Yay. Journey to 100? I don't know. I don't particularly have a goal. I mean, originally I was like wanting to get the thing where you can like have emotes, but I don't know. Too much effort for me to stream a certain amount of hours every week. I'm not bothered enough. I don't like when there's buzz instead of music. There's just buzzing. Wait, can you interact with this thing? No, you can't. Okay. What's she up to?
I'm just reading about the skulls like features.
Okay.
I bet you don't know what an anterior foramen magnum means.
I have no idea.
I know foramen magnum. It's the hole where your spinal cord connects to your skull. I'm
Wait,
guessing.
Magnum? Isn't that sort of ice cream?
I don't know.
Magnum ice cream.
The foramen magnum. Let me quickly look up what anterior means. I think it just means at the bottom. Because it wasn't like the bottom of the head.
I have a purple mushroom. Where do I put it?
Anterior plays before and front occurring before in time. Oh, let me quickly read the full
I'll put it in the
sentence.
foraging.
Final features saw a flat face, use shape to row, small canines, an interior foramen magnum. So, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because so an interior foramen magnum means the foramen magnum is further forward than, like, what you'd expect from an animal that walks on all fours. Which, of course, is another sign that it's starting to get bipedalism. Um, yeah, the
I'll
skull
go
was actually very
fish.
fragmented, and you can actually see on the rebuild of it. There's like a ton of like crack lines and stuff. It's all really cool skull though.
I'm very into bones. I think bones are cool. I have quite a few skulls, actually. They're all from owl pellets. I also have a sheep jaw, half of it, that I found in a field. It still has all of its teeth in, which I'm very happy about.
Wait, what are you saying? Sorry, I'm reading.
I
When
I
I'm
gather
reading, my brain
bones. I
also
have
goes.
many bones. I own many
Oh yeah,
bones.
man. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, when I'm reading something that I'm
So,
interested in, my brain
oh
only
my god.
focuses on.
Oh my, I cannot get that. That fish does not want me. Yeah, I have a sheep jaw, half of a sheep jaw, which is my prized possession. I found it in the middle of a
Yeah,
field.
habitual bipedalism. So yeah, so with the Sahelanthropus, what they'd have is they wouldn't be fully bipedal, so they couldn't walk on two legs all the time, but they have it habitually, so they do it occasionally, which is a sign that they were actually starting to evolve to be bipedal, because they'd do it occasionally, where they'd walk on two legs.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I will say though, the habitual bipedal thing, there is a lot of debate about it, because we only have a skull and a leg bone. So the only evidence we have for it. So from the foramen magnum position, it's likely that it did at least be slightly bipedal. Maybe it could stand on two legs to look around. Um, but it's also believed that it might have walked on its knuckles like a gorilla. And since we don't have any arm bones or any other bones other than the skull and a leg bone, which I think is a femur, we don't actually have any evidence to support or deny whether or not like how bipedal it was. But it was likely to have been like the start of bipedalism based on the skull. But I will say it is quite an interesting um
You've gone eep as well.
thing.
Eep.
Yeah, I've been reading about this for way too long. Yeah. Then you get but in the game you get a roaring condenser. But actually the in-game model, as you evolve, the in-game model of the apes changes slightly actually as well.
I like that.
In Ancestors, as you become a newer species, the face is the big thing. When you become Ardipithecus, the face becomes so weird.
Can you sleep, please?
Oh, sorry, yeah. I can. Sorry, I'm reading.
It's
My
all
brain gets
fine.
very absorbed with reading.
I get it. It's okay. 'Tis raining. 'Tis raining. The annual Trout Derby has begun. Okay. Thanks for
Yeah,
telling me, man.
Ardipithecus. With Ardipithecus. Apparently, the pelvis bone, which is actually crushed, and they had to rebuild it, which is actually quite common with a lot
I
of
didn't pet
bones,
the chickens.
where you get them crushed and you have to rebuild them. But apparently it indicates adaptations that combine tree climbing with bipedal activity, so they can climb really well. Um,
We got a silver quality milk.
cool.
I'm wondering if we should start selling these things. So we're just kind of storing them all.
There's a there's an animal called a dino. Wait, what? What is this? Hold on a minute. I'm just looking at something. What is this? Oh, it's a big cat. It's a big cat.
Oh, there's a
It
bunch
looks
of
like
forageables
a...
this time.
Oh, it's one of the saber-tooth cats. Okay, would have been a relative of the Matrodocus. There's a lot of different kind of saber-tooth cats. Oh, that looks so cool. It's like a. Oh, it's a genus, I think. It's like a genus as well. Yeah, it's a genus. Oh, it looks so cool. It's a lot like it's a jaguar of like a ringtail. The restoration picture that I've been shown here.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm loving learning and
that
all,
looks
but
so
we
cool.
should probably be Stardewing.
I'm sorry. I
It's
love.
okay.
I'm just.
It's okay.
I'm reading. My brain goes to strange. Sometimes my brain just kind of forgets what I'm doing, and it
Yeah,
just wants to
no.
read.
Same here.
As you can probably tell, I was not. My brain was not prepared to stream today.
Yeah, I don't think mine is either, really. I like the rain in this game. It's quite soothing.
Oh. Also, Biblos afarensis, also known as and the one known as Lucy. Apparently, there we have over 300 individuals for that one. So, that one's got a lot of information on it.
Nice, nice. Oh, there's a spice berry. Oh, we got some corn. I didn't realise at first. Oh, we got a couple corn. What are you doing in game at the moment?
I'm still reading. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We should be
I'll do some.
Stardewing.
I'll I'll do some fishing for you once I finish reading. I'm almost done. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I just want to read. I like reading. Okay. This is
That's
quite interesting.
understandable. Reading is fun. Hi, Hat Mouse. Bye, Hat Mouse.
Okay, I'm going to start doing stuff now.
Yay! Yay.
Oh, some of our fence is broken. We gotta fix it.
Oh yeah, one of them is. Do you want to
And
fix that?
there's two bits of our fence that are broken.
Oh, there's two. Do you want to fix them?
Yeah, I'm gonna fix them.
Okay.
I'm going to do something productive now that I've been reading.
Hey.
I'm definitely gonna read some more on some of those creatures, like that little leopard looking thing. Oh, it's really cool. Oh my god. Oh, they've added a text sign. Wanted one of those for a while. In my main one, I was wanting to use some text signs to mock out some stuff from one of my things. Oh no, there's more broken. A fence.
The fact that broken's very offensive, would you say?
Our fence is more broken on it. I gotta do a rundown of what the entire fence, make sure nothing else is broken. Okay, we look good. We
You
look
should
good
not pay
fence-wise.
attention to my jokes, Saj.
A bullhead frenzy? What's a bullhead frenzy? What?
In the mountains. Can we get to the mountains?
The mountains is like the north area.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
we can
going.
get it
Hold
there?
on. Yeah. I'm just heading to check this out. A bullhead frenzy.
Yeah, I'll go up as well,
Yeah,
actually.
the very top area is at the summit. Okay, we can get to the top area at the train station as well. What is happening? What's this bullhead frenzy?
Whereabouts does it?
Nothing. There's nothing in the train station. You know where Robin's house is, like, and the cave, like
Oh,
that
yeah,
area.
yeah. Okay.
There's nothing at the train station. What is the bullhead frenzy?
Fish, presumably. You must get
Oh,
a lot of bullheads.
fish. Fish. That makes
Because it
sense.
says it's a fish day or something. Like, there's this
Yeah, it's a
an
bullhead.
NPC
Yeah,
here.
bullhead is a
Oh,
fish.
God, yeah, now I can see a lot of bubbles. There's a large amount of bubbles over there. Yeah, I'm going straight over to those. No, that's not good enough. This must be a bullhead, presumably. That's where all the bullheads are jumping out of the water. That's a bullhead.
Yeah, I got a fish.
Oh, dang, I missed that one.
Treasure. I've got a cup and some coal from a treasure chest.
I got
That's the
another
worst treasure
bullhead.
ever.
Oh, the bullhead
That's the
spot's
worst.
gone.
That's the worst treasure ever. Oh. You can get a really good sword in the treasure chest. And actually, on my main one, I actually got a really good sword in it. And it helped me a ton when doing the mines. Also, funny thing, for years, I actually didn't know that there was an elevator in the mines. And I was like, how do you get to the bottom floor of this thing?
Hi, did you not
And
see
then
the
I
frenzy
found...
spot? There was a frenzy spot.
I know, I didn't go there, though.
Because I was already at it, I guess.
I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah,
So let's
fair.
just try there. I'm getting carp and chub. And a bullhead.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
I'll
some
fish
arsehole.
here, I guess. I got a hit. What is it? I wonder. It's another bullhead.
I saw. We should probably head back. It's 8:20.
Yeah, I'll just do this one.
Yeah, let's do that last one.
I got trash. Literally, trash.
Yeah, you can like recycle it though. If you get a recycling machine, you can turn it into like quartz.
Oh, okay. I guess that's why we're keeping them all then.
Oh my god, more of the fence is broken. I just repaired this.
What breaks it?
I think it's just like random after like a certain amount of time it'll like happen randomly, I think.
Oh yeah, right. I see the broken bit. I see the broken bit. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. Gonna change positions because I'm uncomfy. My feet are cold, so I'm gonna sit on my feet. If I can move my chair forward, that'd be good. Hold on.
Have you fulfilled the animal food?
Uh, I'm gonna
Did
go
you
do it.
refill? Like yesterday, did you
I
refill it?
think so. Yeah, looks like I did. So they're not mad at me, so yeah,
Yeah.
they're happy with me.
Okay, refill it.
I am doing that currently. Got an iridium quality.
Cool.
I don't know if I milked the
Did you
cow yesterday.
Did you know iridium is like one of the like main things that like shows it was an asteroid that killed the dinosaurs? Because you
Oh, we got a
have,
gold quality large milk.
because here's the thing, that in the ground at the lake, because like of course the ground has layers, obviously, um, based on like time. And at the time when like the extinction event happened for the dinosaurs, you have a black mat layer. So it's a layer of a lot of dead things. And so you'll get stuff like coal. It's kind of like a coaly layer because it's like full of carbon from the dead stuff. And in this black mat layer, they actually did a little test on the soil, and they found an increasingly high amount of iridium there. And the thing is, with iridium, you don't like iridium's very rare enough, but it's
I'll be
quite
honest,
common
I
in
didn't
things like
realise it was a real thing.
it is a real thing. It's an element of the periodic table. It's very rare enough, but it's quite common in asteroids. And what we actually found is when it was analysed, the black mat
Stardust.
layer for the KT extinction event was that you
Stardust.
actually have like a extremely high amount of iridium in there, in that layer, which was a lot of evidence to suggest that it was a meteorite impact that killed them off. Also another interesting thing, the like worst mass extinction to ever happen, known as the Great Dying, the most deadly one.
I can see why
Um,
it's called the Great Dying then. Jesus.
yeah, like over 90% of things died. I'm pretty sure. I could check the exact. Although I'll be more reading. I'm not sure if you're happy with me. Well,
Yeah, maybe
I've
don't
read
do
about
more
it. I've
reading.
read it. I've read about it before, so I'll be
If you
fine.
read about it, we'll be here for another hour or two. Just me doing things and you reading.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll
Hi,
give
and
you the
bye, Hat
facts.
Mouse.
But yeah. Um, in the Great Dying, it's like I'm pretty sure like the leading theory for it is that it was like a volcanic activity where like
Ooh.
there are just volcanoes. Oh, no ideas. Um, where it's just like volcanoes kill everything. Another interesting thing about the Great Dying is that it happened in the what was it called? Oh, what was the time period called? I've memorized this and I don't remember what the time period was. Uh, was the something to Triassic? How have I forgotten what this time period was called in history?
But I can try and help you think of it. Do you remember any letters from it?
No, it was the something Triassic extension.
I found a field snack in one of the bins.
I'm just gonna look it up. I forgot. How did I forget this? I normally have this memorized.
Course.
Permian! That was it. I knew it started with P. The Permian Triassic extinction event.
Okay, I
Uh,
didn't know that one. Okay, so I would have been absolutely no help there.
yeah. Sorry, I know way too much about like ancient
So
history.
good, so good.
Um, but in the Permian, one of the interesting things in the Permian, there are actually two main life forms that dominated. You had the archosaurs, which were basically the ancestors of dinosaurs, and you had the synapsids, which were the ancestors of mammals. And one
Huh.
of the funny things, and actually one of the most annoying things I see is there's a creature known as a Dimetrodon.
Oh yeah,
And
they're in Ark, aren't they? Dimetrodon. The
yes,
weird
and
little sea
people
freaks, aren't they?
they got like a sail,
Yeah, the little ones that
the
you need
little
to put
guys you
them
find
in.
in swamps.
You have to like half submerge them in water for them to breed. Those guys.
No, not those ones. Those aren't
No, those
Dimetrodons.
are
Dimet-
Dimorphodons. Dimetrodons are the ones with the wings. Yeah?
what?
Your mic is peaking.
Dimorphodons? Let me... Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness! This is the funniest I've seen, like, completely mess up. Dimorphodons are the little wings. Dimetrodons are the ones with sails you find in swamps. You're thinking of another creature with the little, like, kind of arrowhead head.
I don't think I
The
am.
arrowhead-shaped head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are, because Dimetrodons don't
Okay,
need water to breed, and Dimorphodons fly. Like,
yeah, I'm struggling here, man.
I, I know.
Send me a
Listen,
picture. Send me a
I'm a,
picture.
I will send you an image of the Dimetrodon
Okay,
because
thank you.
I am the dino nerd here, and I actually know what I'm talking about, and it's clear your brain isn't working.
Yeah. Here's me with
Like,
my dinosaur personas. But no, I don't know anything.
what
In reality.
a Metrodon is.
Although my dinosaur personas aren't actually dinosaurs, they're sharks, but whatever. Dino mask.
Yeah, how did you forget about that?
Don't question how I messed this stuff up. I don't
I
question.
love that you said the Dimetrodon was the one with wings, and the Dimorphodon wasn't. And you somehow got the Dimorphodon confused with a completely different creature. Like, I... How?
They
How?
both start with die. So they start with dime.
I will show you a picture of the three creatures I think you're getting confused.
Okay, thank you.
It's clear that you're very confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you the doses. Copy image. Okay. So this is Dimetrodon, which I was talking about. That
Yeah,
was a
that one.
Dimetrodon.
What the one with the one that you have to half submerge under the water
You don't have to half submerge it under the water, Jasmine.
for it to
I'm
breed.
pretty sure they lay eggs. I'm pretty sure they
Yeah,
lay eggs.
they lay eggs. For them to breed, they need to be half submerged.
I'm pretty sure they don't. I will check this.
Yes, look it up,
I will
please.
check this.
I swear to God, you have
I'm
to half
pretty
submerge them.
sure you don't. I will check this. I'm pretty sure you don't, but I will check this still.
Please do, because I swear I remember having to submerge them underwater. And if it isn't them, which is it? Because it's one that looks almost exactly the same.
I don't think there's nothing of a selling them you have to submerge in water.
Not fully submerged, but they have to be in shallow water.
No, I mean they lay eggs more frequently when submerged. So they'll lay unfertilized eggs more frequently when submerged, but they do not need to be submerged to breed.
Huh. That
So,
feels...
so you're kind of right. Not
That
really,
must have been
though.
the ones I was thinking of then. I think.
I do know that I do know there is some creatures. I know there's a creature which I'm pretty sure also starts with die that also lives in the swamp that you can only ride in the water, and I'm pretty sure you need to be in the water to breed.
No, it's not that. You can't ride it. The one I'm thinking of. It's that size and it looks like that. I'm looking this up too. You know what? I'm looking this up. Dimetrodon.
It wasn't Dimetrodon. You can't ride the Dimetrodon. To be fair.
No, you can't read. You can't. How to breed Dimetrodon arc. How to get They will. Okay.
I don't. Anyway, what I was going to talk about the Dimetrodons.
I'm going to its arc wiki page.
I'm on an ARC wiki page currently. Okay, what I was going to say about it is people often mistake it for a dinosaur. It is a synapsid that lived in the Permian, and here's the thing, from like time period you get the Permian, then the Triassic, then the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. This thing died before dinosaurs existed, and it's not related to dinosaurs, it's related to mammals, and people mistake it for a dinosaur, and it sends me insane. Because it's like, it's not a dinosaur. Not only did it live before them, but it's not even related. It's a synapsid. It's our ancestor. It's a mammal ancestor. There's no relation, and it annoys the hell out of me. Another interesting thing actually, the Lystrosaurus, which is also a synapsid. Funny thing about them, they actually survived the Permian Jurassic extinction, and they ended up dominating the planet for like a couple million years at least. Um, which is actually quite interesting as well. Oh my god, more of fences, but I'm not dealing with that fence.
That's aberrant Dimetrodon.
Why? Oh my god. I'm just going to sleep in game. But yeah, I know, like, the life story is really interesting. We found the fossils.
Arc Dino breed in shallow water. What's that going to be?
But the Lystrosaurus is really interesting. Because I'm pretty sure they are one of our ancestors. They are definitely a synapsid. But yeah, the interesting thing about it is that they survived the Great Dying, and I'm pretty sure they like. I don't remember what the exact term was, but they basically just like took over the world. Yeah, dominance of the early Jurassic. Yeah. So Lystrosaurus is notable for dominating southern Pangaea for millions of years during the. So most life forms, like 90% of life, died, went extinct. These guys somehow survived. I think that's because they were burrowers that they survived, and they're like dominant. In fact, let me look up what percentage of life forms died. Permanent Jurassic extinction event. Let me see. The worst extinction event to ever happen. What's the exact percentage? Hold on.
Special conditions of waiting and mating.
Also, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like pass out in game.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. So 85 to 95% of. Okay, that says marine invertebrates. So most sea life. Oh my god, there's like actual. Okay, so there's different ones for.
It's getting late.
Wow.
I know, game. I'm on my way back.
There's a lot of like interesting stuff about stuff.
This is really bugging me. I can't find anything about it. I
Okay.
swear there's a dinosaur that can only breed in
So
shallow water.
yes, there are dinosaurs that only breed in salt water. There's one whose name I'm pretty sure starts with die that lives in the swamp that I have mentioned.
What's it called then?
I will find it on the wiki for you. It's an amphibian. Diplocaulus. Diplocaulus, I'm pretty sure, is the one. They can only be ridden underwater, which is quite interesting. They have an arrowhead-shaped head.
Let me look at
Right
images.
now,
Oh, these silly goobers. I don't think these are the ones. You can't ride them at all, can you? I don't think.
you can ride them in the water.
You can ride them? I feel it's...
Are you on the right thing?
Diplocaulus.
Yeah, Diplocaulus. They have an arrowhead-shaped head, like an arrow-shaped head.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can actually ride them in the water. I'm
No.
pretty. They can. They. I'm pretty sure as well. They can only breed in water because they're amphibians. They can only breed in water as well. If you go on breeding, um, some creatures. Let me go on a different page. I'm going to the page this week. There is a page for breeding. Some creatures need to be in water to breed.
It can. It's not. It can only be mounted in water. Yeah.
Yeah, diddler cores will only mate in water. Yeah,
Where's that at in here?
I was right. But anyway, the Permian Jurassic. So you have 57% of biological families, 85% of genre, 81% of marine species, 70% of terrestrial vertebrate species. So 81% of all marine species died, and 70% of all terrestrial vertebrate species died. It doesn't say anything about insects, but apparently it's really hard to do stuff. Yeah, so okay, so the precise causes of the Great Dying remain uncertain. Um, the scientific consensus is that the main cause of extinction was the flood basalt, volcanic eruptions that created the Siberian traps. To leave sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide rising in how do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce this? Hold on a minute. Pronunciation.
I'm not seeing it in its page. Anything about its breeding?
Yeah, it's not on the page. There's a page on the wiki specifically about breeding. It says some special conditions are mating, and both bees or buffalo and diplodocus will only mate.
Okay, I found a random page on them.
Yuxania, that's how you
It's
pronounce it.
tame.
Yuxania. So where was that word? Resulting in Yuxania, oxygen solves sulfurous oceans, elevating global temperatures and emissions. Yeah, so added to like carbon and stuff. Extinction patterns. Let's see. Oh, the fact that we're both reading now.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest stream ever.
It is, yeah. No one in chat's complaining though, so.
I haven't even seen chat, to be honest. I've not gotten over my phone. I'm just kind of looking around. But yeah, funny thing about Last of Us. Here we are. So they survived the Great Dying, and they became the most common group of terrestrial vertebrates in the early Triassic. For a while, 95% of land vertebrates were Lystrosauri. 95% of all living creatures on land after the post-Jurassic extinction was members of the Lysosaurus genus. I think they're a genus. They're a genus? Yeah, they're a genus. There's nothing more what species of them. 95%. That's how much they dominated. We have an ancestor who dominated the like actual like land. This is crazy.
I'm
This
just
is the only
searching for the word
time that a
water.
single species of genus or genus of land animal dominated the earth to such a degree. These guys were like little, almost like moles, burrowing in the ground, like little puppy moles, and they are the only creature to dominate the land to this degree. And it's so just cool to hear about that from such like a creature that seems like such like a bottom feeder that they were able to do this. It's actually because they were burrows that they were able to do this as well. Yeah. There's a few. Actually, people aren't completely sure why they survived the mother of actions, as is being quoted here, and why it dominated the early Jurassic fauna to such unprecedented extent. And there's a few different bullet points here. So, growth marks in fossilized tugs suggest that Lysosaurus living in Antarctica, because they lived on every continent. There was one big one. Could enter a prolonged state of torpor, or basically hibernation. And and it says that this could be the oldest evidence of a hibernation-like state in a vertebrate animal, which is actually quite interesting. Yeah. And one of the more recent theories is that the extinction event reduced the atmosphere's oxygen content and increased its carbon dioxide content, so there's less oxygen and more carbon dioxide. And that's one of the reasons why so many species died out, especially larger ones, because they couldn't breathe. They basically suffocated to death. And it's been suggested that Lysosaurus survived and became dominant because of its burrowing lifestyle, made it able to cope with the stale air of the atmosphere. And specific features of its anatomy were part of this adaptation. It had large lungs, short internal nostrils, that facilitate rapid breathing, and high neurospines, projections on the dorsal side of the vertebrae, right elevation of the muscles when. Okay, yeah, that's all this sort of stuff. Yeah, another interesting thing as well, whenever there's a mass extinction event, animals that are specialized to live in a very specific environment always go extinct, and the ones that can adapt to anything are the. So these guys are also very adaptable. Yeah, the most specialized and largest animals are at high risk.
Some results may have been removed under data protection law in Europe. Okay. You know that's good. You know you're searching
Yeah,
the
and
correct stuff.
also, apparently there was after the extinction, there was actually a shortage of predators as well, which is one of the big reasons why um they were able to actually dominate so much. And I'm pretty sure like the leading theory as to why they went extinct, because they did go extinct, was that predators started to come back, and there were so many small herbivores just dominating the land. They were so abundant, they became like the primary food source for all these new predators that were coming back. And they ended up just being hunted to extinction because Lysosaurus, because they didn't have to deal with predators for a long time, so they'd become less wary of them. And then what would happen is the predators would start hunting them like crazy because there'll be so many of them just in an area that they'd start to kill more than they could eat. Um, which is kind of sad, but yeah. So for at least like a few thousand years, they were like the most dominant species the world has ever seen, which is quite interesting. I'm gonna actually continue playing some Stardew
Yeah, good
because
idea.
we've kind of stopped playing some Stardew. We've just been talking about we've just been looking on wikis and talking about ancient creatures and you getting confused to explain the different creatures because somehow you got a Dimorphodon and a Dimetrodon confused, which I suppose the names are similar. I suppose that could make you confused, and considering I'm kind of obsessed with a lot of ancient creatures. One time actually in at
I'm
secondary
thinking maybe
school,
they help hatch other creatures' eggs.
Dimetrodon, yeah, so they are very good at insulation.
Do they
Um,
only do it in water or something?
no, Dimetrodons will just naturally provide insulation. So if you have a ton of them near an egg, they'll actually put it to the perfect temperature. I'm pretty sure, which is really good for the
What
egg.
creature do you only have to? You have to put it in water?
The beaver buffalo and the diploclaws, those two need to be in
I
water.
swear it's neither of those. I swear it was the Dimetrodon.
No, they don't. They lay eggs, and you know why they lay eggs, Jasmine? Because they're a synapsid, not an amphibian. And synapsids can only lay eggs on land.
The what creature am I thinking of?
I don't know. Why would I know? All I know is that you're not thinking Dimetrodon because of the literal evolution and species of it. It's a synapsid. It can't lay eggs in water. They would die. The eggs would drown.
I swear it's like shallow water though.
No, they just don't. I'm sorry that your brain cannot understand this, but they just don't. Like, take it from someone who's obsessed with ancient life forms to a degree that is raw insane. Like in my secondary school, one time we had a little thing. It was like a competition between classes, where we had to where the class named the most different kinds of dinosaurs. Got a reward. I and my class won only because of me because I named so many just random dinosaurs that most people have never heard of. Like you got Coryphesis, you got Amargasaurus, you got Albertosaurus, you got other stuff. That's how crazy I am that I'm so obsessed with this ancient life forms. Okay, maybe you should take it from the person who knows a lot about what they're talking about because Ark's also my favorite game, so I know a lot about it.
Oh my god, what am I thinking of?
I
Oh,
don't know. Why would I know? I don't have a way to help you, Jasmine, other than tell you where you're wrong.
oh my god. Well, shown to lay eggs more frequently when submerged. This must be the thing I'm thinking of. I'm just
Yeah,
misremembering it.
they will lay. They'll be they'll be on fertilized eggs, but they will lay eggs more frequently when submerged.
That must be what I'm thinking of then. My
No, it's fine.
I've been not moving in game for so long that my controller switched off.
I love the fact that we're just getting confused and talking about ancient life forms, and
Yeah,
I'm having
this whole
I'm correcting you
Have
on
you sorted
every.
the cow yet?
Yeah, I've not milked him because I don't have a pail,
I will.
but I pet him. Yeah, I understand that this is a kind of harder thing to get your head around as someone who's not absolutely obsessed with this. I think it's one of my hyperfixations. Just
Yeah,
ancient life forms.
you think?
I don't have a lot. I don't. It's kind of hard for me to tell when I have hyperfixations, to be honest.
Yeah, because I go through phases of really enjoying something and then I get burnt out from looking at it too much.
Yeah, with me, it's just kind of am I hyperfixated on this thing? I can't tell because there's so many things that
I'd
I
say
would
you're
be.
hyperfixated on it. I
Listen,
think.
there's so many things that I'm technically hyperfixated that I would could be considered hyperfixated on.
Yeah, you can have multiple things. It's not
Yeah,
just one thing.
I'm a very strange person. And
Yeah,
honestly,
I
I
am
feel like
too.
I feel like my main hyperfixation would be stuff like fossils and stuff. And in fact, something interesting actually happened, which I haven't actually told you yet. When I went
Ooh,
on holiday
teleport.
to Butlins,
Mhm.
we went on the beach on the first day we went on the beach because we went on 2 different days. On the first day that
Hi
I went
Hat
on the beach,
Mouse by Hat Mouse.
I actually went, so we're at the Butlins area, and it's literally at like just the Butlins part of the beach, and I walked down to kind of the ocean line, and there's a shell line there, and the first thing I pick up, which is just washed up in the water,
Mhm.
I look at it and I'm like, this is far too uniform to just be a rock, and it was actually a fossil,
Yo.
and I have it in my room. It's really crazy.
Hold on,
Like,
I gotta ban somebody. Give me a second.
oh. But it's technically
Oh.
a
No,
very rare
I'll
fossil.
time them out. How long
Alright,
should I time them out?
4 hours.
4 hours? I don't know, I feel like
Oh,
that's not long enough.
oh, okay. Man, I don't know what they've done. I've not been looking at the
Timing them
chat.
out for 1 year. Oh,
Oh.
that didn't work, okay. $100 will let me do that? Oh, okay, yeah. Message deleted. 360,000 seconds and then an extra 600 for good measure.
Anyway, what I was talking about.
Yeah, anyway.
Um, so the fossil that I found is both really common and
Hi.
really rare, and
And
it's
bye.
rare in the way you wouldn't expect. So it's rare because of where I found it. Because I just found it washed up on the shore in Butlins, a place that has never been known for its fossils, and a place where you'd never expect to find a fossil. But it's actually one of the second most common types of fossils. It's a belemnite fossil, and a belemnite was an extinct relative of the squid. It was a genus, not a species. There are multiple different kinds of belemites. And the big difference between them and squids is the internal skeleton that they had, which is actually what I got. I found an internal skeleton of a belemnite, and it's actually quite an interesting fossil. And when I found it, I pick it up and I look at it. It's actually the first thing I pick up on the beach, and like this is way too uniform to just be a rock. Because you can tell when something's like a fossil, because like the shape of it and like the uniform shape of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I asked my dad about it, and he posted on what is this rock Reddit page? Because this Reddit page was generic.
What is this rock? I
That's that's a
love
real
the
Reddit
world.
page. That is a real Reddit page, and
I love
he
it.
took a picture of it, posted it on it, and people were like, "Yeah, it looks like a belemnite." Yeah, and I do actually really like it because it's the first fossil I've ever actually found myself. Like I have fossils and bought fossils, of things. I even actually bought an ammonite in a concretion from a garage sale.
Oh
So not a
yeah,
garage.
I have a bunch of ammonites
A
that I've
car
bought.
boot sale. Sorry, my brain's really confused. But we're at a car boot sale, and this guy had a ton of like shark teeth and stuff like that, and ammonite fossils. And he actually had one with the fossil sticking out of a rock, and it was a concretion because a concretion is like a thing. I'm pretty sure I mentioned concretions to you,
You might
before.
have, probably.
Probably when we went to the Stone Center. I'm pretty sure that was when we did
Yeah,
it because I was
probably.
talking about them. And I have that, but like the first fossil I've ever actually found myself was that belemnite, and it's so crazy because I found it in a place you'd never expect to find one, and I absolutely love that one as well. Um, but yeah, so I have this really nice looking belemnite fossil now that I got.
What
It's
is
actually, and
this weird thing?
I've actually been able to confirm, like fully confirm it as a belemnite
Yeah,
based on the
question
features that
mark.
a belemite has. Because when I heard that it was apparently
Oh,
meant
there's
to
a
be a belemite.
virtual up there that I can't get. You just,
When I heard that it was meant to be a belemite, I actually did some research on them, and it has all the features, including on the tip of it, it has this kind of like little nubbins, and that is actually the embryonic shell. So when it was an embryo, that would have been like an outer shell around it, and then it would have gone inside the belemite and skeleton, which is quite interesting. And it also has a little hole in it, which is actually another part of the fossil. I think it's where some kind of organ goes. It's all very interesting, but it has like
yeah,
all the features to support it being a belemite.
cool.
So yeah,
Rooster's
I
being a bit of a
found.
dumb boy. He's just running
Oh,
into a wall.
they do that. Yeah, so it's actually really cool.
I realise now I
Like
haven't checked the beach. I need to go check the
when
beach.
you turn this in, like have you been recording this so you can turn it into a VOD?
Oh yeah, I always do.
Can you like for like the title of it? I just put like Stardew, like
Stardew
doing more
Valley,
of the
but we rant about hyperfixations.
Stardew. Catch
Oh,
me fish. Can we
nice fix.
do name it like when paleontology is more important than fishing? Please name it that. Please. When paleontology is more important than fishing.
but also, like Stardew
It's
Valley,
like,
but hyperfixation. But we talk about hyperfixations.
well, no, because like paleontology over fishing, because we've been fishing. We've been trying to do fishing, and we keep talking about paleontology and ancient creatures and stuff.
I
And it's like
suppose, yeah.
I feel it's the perfect name for it.
I don't
When
know.
paleontology is more important than fishing.
When paleontology is more important than fishing.
Oh, the chickens are having some corn.
I put in the
I
description
love
in
just
brackets.
looking.
We're both autistic. This is our
We're both
hyperfixation.
autistic.
Yes.
These are our hyperfixations.
The or like I could put my alternative title in description, aka Stardew Valley, but it's Stardew Valley but hyperfixations.
Yeah. Yeah, I love just looking at my window occasionally and just seeing something like my chickens run. I'll look out and they've got like there's like two chickens just pecking at a corn on the cob, which is probably from the corn
Aw.
plants that we grew, because we've actually have grown some corn plants. Actually, you know an interesting thing. You know rye, the grain.
Yeah. Well, oh, that was a squirrel. That spooked me.
One of
Ran
the
into a
interesting things about
bush.
rye. So humans, of course, they used to grow wheat a lot, and we still do.
Mhm.
Rye
Mhm.
was actually originally a weed that evolved to look like wheat, that it wouldn't get picked by humans and it would still get the same care and attention. And humans realized that rye was different from wheat, liked rye, liked to eat it, and it just became another crop. A weed evolved to look like a crop.
Well, who is he? Blue
Oh,
man.
mystery presents. Yeah,
Thank you
a
for the
weed
strange packages.
evolved.
Mystery boxes can now be found.
Yeah,
Yay.
a weed evolved to look like a crop, and humans said that is now a crop. And I just find that I just find that to be funny. Like
Silly,
we
silly.
looked at this weed. He was trying to look like wheat. And hey, this is like another grain. Let's eat it.
Yeah, you pick those. I'll go sort chickens.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just such a
more
funny thing
fences
to me.
broken.
I know. I'm gonna repair them.
There are 3 pieces broken.
I know. I know. I'm just getting some wood. Oh, that's 4 actually.
Oh god, are there?
Yes.
Hmm. Hi, my friend. Got a large milk, just a regular large milk.
There we go. It's all fixed.
Yay.
I'm gonna try and farm one of these mystery boxes. I'm gonna go down to the ocean.
Okie dokie.
I've never seen mystery boxes before.
Oh wait, no, these things shouldn't be in here, how dare I?
Yeah, actually, you know a funny thing on Ark Survival Evolved. One of the silly things to do. One of my favorite things to do in the game is make like a building full of just full of storage boxes, and fill up all the boxes completely, and like organize it and everything. And I'm so obsessed with like just doing that, hoarding resources and organizing, that often that I will get to a point where my game will crash because there's so many items in one spot that the game can't handle it. I've done that multiple times. On Lost Island, every time I play Lost Island, eventually I'll get to a point where it'll just keep crashing.
Ugh.
because I've just because I'm just like on there. So I've just got so many things in one place. And on Crystal Isles, it's a really big map, and I'm trying to see if I make a bunch of smaller buildings full of like resource storage things that are in more different, like are in a lot of different different spots on the map, so that I can do the same thing without crashing my game because it keeps happening.
Oh,
I'm a
you're
bit
out, and
too obsessed
you
with.
said you're at the beach. Whereabouts are you at the beach?
I'm just fishing. We've been going for what, like 2 hours now?
Yeah. We've literally 24 seconds over the 2 hour mark, actually, yeah.
Do you want to end it after this in-game day then?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, we got something like at pretty much the same time there.
Yeah, you got it slightly after me.
Yeah.
I got a little red thing. You got a big red thing. Like a ton of red snapper. Oh, right, I'm using the training rod so I can only get small stuff. That makes sense.
Tilapia.
Tilapia!
Sea jelly. What's sea jelly do?
It's a little daily from the sea.
Oh, it gives you +1 fishing and a lot of stuff.
Wait, what?
Lots of health and energy.
Alright.
Red snapper. Got another sea jelly. Sea jelly. Another red snapper. We both got red
Yeah.
snappers.
Oh, I have some magma geodes. I got it from a chest.
Oh,
I
neat.
thought that we did it at the same time as well. We both realized it at the exact same time. It seems we have nothing more about paleontology we can talk about while doing the fishing. Like we just been talking about paleontology more than doing fishing this whole time, and then all of a
And now
sudden
we're
we're just
fishing more than we're talking about
silently,
paleontology.
silently fishing. Yes, I will let you know. I am going to be researching more about those human ancestor things. When we're done with this, my thing, like I have a cool. Actually, I've also been meaning to check about the saber-tooth type thing in the game. I don't know if the Similadon is like I don't know if it's a genus. I know Similadon's a type of species. Right? I'm going
I
to
got
be
new
doing a
ideas
bunch
to
of
sleep on.
random. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of just random paleontology, just looking stuff up after this. That's what my brain wants.
I got perfect. Red snapper. It's a gold one.
I'm going to see if I can find a mystery box.
Okay.
I don't know how you're meant to find them, but I'm going to have a little look around.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is something I do. Like, I'll just like randomly go on like a wiki, like often a video game wiki, and just like get distracted just randomly reading about things about the game on the wiki. Just like no reason. And I'll do that for like a couple hours. Like, so I'll be looking up something specific about a video game while I'm playing it, and I'll get so distracted that the game will just be running, like paused, and I'll just be reading that stuff, and I'll be like, wait, no, I need to continue playing the game after that. So I get so easily distracted at times when it comes to something interesting.
Same. I spent like an hour researching the algebra aliens just out of nowhere.
The what?
Uh, you know, I've been talking about object shows. It's a species of creature and one of them.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Algebra aliens, they're numbers.
Ah. Algebra aliens.
Algebra aliens because they're maths creatures and they're aliens.
Okay.
I love the algebra aliens so much, dude. They're so silly, especially two. Two's my favourite. Closely followed up by X and 4, of course.
Oh, yeah, X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, X. Yep. The most popular man in algebra you'll ever meet.
It's because the original video that introduced the algebra aliens is called X finds out his value. Like, it's like a just like general maths thing.
Oh my god, X finds out his value. X
Yeah, and
X
it
has
turns
like
out to be 7.
every time you see X, it has different value.
Yeah, except this is better because X and 4 are absolutely boyfriends and no one can change my mind.
Alright.
I love them. And then two's just kind of standing off to the side like, okay, this is happening. And I love 2 for that, honestly. He's so awkward and silly and and he's British, which is even better.
Oh my god.
My 2 favourite object show characters are 2 and Bot. Oh, level 3 fishing. 2 the Algebraian and Bot
Well,
the robot's bow.
let's end here.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. We will exit to title.
Mm.
And boop 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 boop. Close those notifications. We should raid somebody. Who do we raid? Raid channel. Is my boy Martin still alive? He is. Go say hi to Martin. Go, 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 everybody. You'll love it, I assure you. There.